watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unat Gentry. Thanks for joining us on 8th Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, November 7th. In our top story, in an unexpected turn of events, U.S. Senator Jackie Rosen takes the lead in the close race against Sam Brown. Rory Rosell has a look into the election right now and what is expected in the following days.
Democratic U.S. Senator Jackie Rosen has pulled ahead of the Republican challenger Sam Brown in a closely watched race for the Nevada U.S. Senate seat. As of Thursday morning, Rosen has earned 647,527 votes, representing 47.7% of the total, while Brown closely trails with 634,249 votes, or also known as 46.7%. The race has remained too close to call since Election Day, with Brown previously holding a narrow lead with less than 1,000 votes. The ongoing ballot counting in Nevada's 2 largest counties continue as they play a critical role in the election outcome. In Clark County, which also includes Las Vegas, the Registrar of Voters, Lorena Portello, reported that about 55,000 mail-in ballots still need to be processed, though the number of passing verification still remains uncertain. Additionally, around 12,000 ballots also need curing. Meanwhile, in Washoe County, which encompasses Reno, approximately 45,000 ballots have yet to be counted. Mail-in ballots postmarked before November 5th and received by 5 p.m. on Saturday, November 9th, will still be eligible for counting. The deadline for counties in Nevada to canvass the vote and finalize votes is set for November 15th. As the voting continues, both candidates and their supporters remain on the edge as the final tally unfolds.
And in more local news, a vehicle versus a pedestrian accident occurs on Wednesday night, leaving a 12-year-old in critical condition.
Jason Ernest of Mount West Lawyers. Don't be bullied by insurance companies. Call me, 775-727-9500.
On Wednesday, November 6th, dispatch received a call of a vehicle versus pedestrian at 5:24 p.m. on Irene Street, west of Leslie Street. Responding officers discovered that a 12-year-old child riding a mini bike was struck by a vehicle that was heading westbound on Irene Street. The child was rushed to the Mercy Air Base to be flown to UMC Trauma in Las Vegas with life-threatening injuries. The condition of the child has not yet been released to the public at this time. Nevada State Police responded to assist with the investigation. According to the report, the driver was not suspected of impairment and remained on the scene. News 25 will have more on the story as it develops.
Turning now to national news, President Joe Biden stands in the White House today, delivering remarks following the presidential election.
President Joe Biden delivered remarks from the White House Rose Garden on Thursday, November 7th, his first since Donald Trump's election victory. He emphasized the integrity of the U.S. electoral system and the enduring nature of democracy, urging Americans to come together despite the political divisions.
For over 200 years, America has carried on the greatest experiment in self-government in the history of the world. And that's not hyperbole, that's a fact. We're the people. The people vote and choose their own leaders, and they do it peacefully. And we're in a democracy. The will of the people always prevails. Yesterday, I spoke with President-elect Trump to congratulate him on his victory. And I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition. That's what the American people deserve.
Biden highlighted the importance of respecting the electoral process and called for a constructive dialogue to strengthen democratic intuitions. His speech aimed to reassure the nation and provide a unity in the face of the ongoing challenges ahead.
Don't grab that remote. News 25 will be right back with much more national news ahead.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, in an historic victory, incoming U.S. President Donald Trump is headed back to the White House in January 2025. Our News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers joins us now from the big city with our most original interviews during Trump's massive rally presence right here in Southern Nevada.
45th President and 47th President-elect Donald J. Trump relentlessly and resiliently fought for the nation and is now slated to make America great again as its next commander-in-chief. KPVM television covered all of Trump's electrifying rallies right here in Las Vegas during election season 2024. Let's check out some of our greatest moments unique to Clark County. Christina, News 25 Las Vegas, we're all about original content, Trans for Trump. It couldn't be better. Tell us about your mission and why you're here.
I'm here to support President Trump, as I've done 3 times prior in Las Vegas, and I'll vote for him in 2024.
As a trans female, why does President Trump speak to you?
Well, he spoke to me before I became trans. I just happened to become trans, and I still support him. It doesn't change anything. I've just changed.
We love Trump. So we drove all the way from California, and we're here to represent the Asian community, and we're just here to support him.
Thousands of people are already lined up. What brought you here today?
I'm actually out here for work. I'm in commercial construction. I've been out here since the beginning of summer from Boise, Idaho, and saw a great opportunity to not go home and to be here instead.
We all came from, it's not just me, we have around 19 members from South Korea. We are not citizens of America. We came here from, we don't have the right to vote for President Trump, but we have to voice our support for him because the world's freedom depends whether America gets him into the office.
Why does Donald J. Trump have your vote this year?
Because it's statistical facts between 4 years of him doing a job and someone else doing 3.5 years.
South Korea to Sin City. How'd you get here?
Well, we arrived here in Tennessee, and we actually went to Newark Liberty Airport to pick up our new members. And then we got news that, hey, President Trump is going to hold a rally here in Las Vegas. And we drove for like 40 hours straight, no rest.
He walks the talk, and that's why we are voting for him, and that's why we are going to get him back into office.
Tell us about your experience living and working in Clark County.
It's been great. I've been in South Henderson, and I love this area, and do some volunteer work out here, and this is a great way to support them.
Did you take the day off today?
Of course I did.
Asians are really for President Trump. Not just Asian Americans, but Asians are for President Trump.
As an immigrant, a legal immigrant, it's a great feeling of patriotism, being around these people, having support and unity. And this is something that I want to see for 4 more years. And I am here because his goals resonate with me, and I relate with his goals for our country. I am here, happy to be in the U.S. because I worked hard, and I feel that I am better off 4 years ago, and I want that again for 4 more years.
Hey, so I just want everybody to know that we are not going to turn the page. We're going to toss the salad, and we are going to be unburdened by what has been, because Trump is going to be our next president, and we're going to make America great again.
What motivated you today?
So my name is Mindy, and I've been a resident in Vegas for over 29 years. And I just thought, I'm so sick of hearing about Kamala's word salads, so I might as well just be a word salad. So these sayings are all her actual word salad phrases. And of course, I couldn't even fit half of them on here. I would need like 15 costumes, because we know that's all she ever says is a word salad. Trump is going to make America great again, and I can't wait till he's our next president.
47th President-elect Donald J. Trump's victory held 312 electoral votes. Reporting from Clark County, I'm Maria Centers for News 25 Las Vegas.
And now here's Mikey and Kaylee with this week's weekend road trip tip.
How much energy should I have? A lot, right? Like that much. Looking to get away this weekend?
Come on down to Jellystone Park, Zion. Just a hop, skip, and a jump from Pahrump, 3 hours away.
We paid a visit to Jellystone Park this weekend. Just a short drive from Zion National Park and found the perfect spot for family fun and adventure.
The water zone is a highlight for kids and adults alike.
Float down the lazy river on inner tubes, splash down the thrilling water slides, and let the little ones enjoy the splash pad.
The Wibbit Floating Obstacle Course offers even more excitement, with kids showing off tricks and challenges for all ages. Start your day with Yogi Bear and dive into themed fall activities like pumpkin growing, costume contests, and site-wide trick-or-treating. Or relax in one of the luxury glamping cabins, complete with spacious kitchens, cozy lofts, and stunning views of the water zone.
With pet-friendly amenities and activities for all ages, Jellystone Park has something for everyone. Discover more about their exciting future expansion and a special extended edition of Weekend Road Trip coming soon. That was good. I don't think we're going to do better.
All right, we'll be right back with news you can use from VEA, your weather, and much more.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, Valley Electric Association and Valley Communications have some exciting updates on the Fiber to the Home project.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Hey there, neighbors! Exciting news for our community's internet future. The Valley Communications Association's Fiber to the Home project is making great strides. Here's an update on the construction. Crews are kicking off things at the Pahrump substation Feeder 6 area, and new fiber installs have started this week. This means faster, more reliable internet is getting closer to your doorstep. Not sure what substation or feeder you're in? The substation and feeder are on top of your VEA electric bill. Here's what you can expect. If you live near Pahrump substation, keep an eye out for a call from Sunrise Telecom, a contractor working with Valley Communications. They'll be reaching out soon to schedule a fiber drop for your home. A fiber drop brings the fiber optic cable right to your property, paving the way for final installation. Valley Electric will be calling to schedule the final installation inside your home. Be on the lookout for these important calls. Stay in the loop. Want to see the progress unfold? Head over to valleycom.com and click on the Fiber to the Home project tab. You'll find a handy map that tracks the project's development there. Get ready for a brighter broadband future. This fiber network promises a significant upgrade in internet speed and reliability. We're thrilled to bring this next generation technology to Pahrump, so stay tuned for further updates and get ready to experience the web like never before.
And speaking of the latest wireless technologies, here's Josh Osborne from Pahrump's own Great Computer Deals, who's telling us how we can work around slow Wi-Fi speeds.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrump's own Great Computer Deals. It's time for another quick tutorial. Today's topic, Josh, why is my internet so slow? Well, there are three major reasons for that, and we're going to discuss all of them right now. Number one, your internet is slow because your internet service provider sucks. Yeah, I said it. I've lived in Pahrump for 20 years. Internet service out here has never been great. Fortunately, it's improving. But for a lot of us that are out there, we get our internet via a dish that's attached to our home, pointing to a radio tower down the road. Why? Because our neighborhood does not have fiber optics laid there just yet. So we're having to get it wirelessly. Problem is, everybody else in the neighborhood also has one of these dishes that's pointed to the same radio tower, and we're all tapping into one giant bowl of internet. Yummy! Problem is, at peak times when kids come home from school, parents come home from work, everybody's on their devices at the same time, and the speeds are just dipping, and there's not enough strong bandwidth to cover all those customers. It's a real problem. And they're pretty sneaky with these internet service providers on their wording when they sign you up. They're going to say words like up to 25 megs or up to 50 megs, knowing that they're not going to probably get you the 25 or the 50 down. They're going to try their best to get it to you. And what I would recommend is to use a bandwidth tester online. You can get them very easily. Just open up your computer, go to Google, type in the words speed test, and the very first thing that comes up will be a speed test button that's blue that says run test. When you click on it, a little speedometer is going to come up. It's going to tell you what number you're getting. If you're on the 25 plan or the 50 plan, you should be getting numbers somewhat close to that. I know it's not going to be exact, but you want to be somewhere in the vicinity. If you're not, you need to contact your internet service provider and demand to get your money's worth. I think that's only fair. Another reason for slow internet that's not your service provider could be your router. A lot of these folks that come into our store, they tell us about their routers and they're 5, 6, 7, sometimes even 8 years old, and they've been on running 24 hours a day nonstop, and they're just not up to date. The technology is ancient, and that's actually throttling their internet. You've got to update those routers every couple years, and always go with a good model. Go with a name brand. Don't get these pieces of junk on eBay for 50 bucks and then be surprised that it's not that good. Like Mama always said, you get what you pay for. The number 3 reason for slow internet, besides your internet service or your router, is just the amount of usage at your home. People nowadays, they got so many different devices that they can't even forget about. The kids in your home are playing video games. Your wife's on her tablet. You're on your smart TV watching football. All the different security cameras and doorbell cameras in your home, all are using internet. All these different devices, and you don't realize you're only allotted so much internet. And all those different devices are just choking that out, and you don't have any left. So what you might consider doing is contacting your internet service and upgrading your plan to give yourself a little bit more bandwidth and see if that helps. Fortunately, for us that live in Pahrump, things are improving. Companies are seeing Pahrump as a viable town to invest in, and you're seeing a lot of fiber optics being run down major streets. So it is getting better, folks. Be patient. We're going to get higher packages and better speeds, kind of like the Las Vegas crowd has here in Pahrump, and it is going to improve. But there's a couple different things we talked about. Hope that helps you diagnose where the actual issue is and improve upon it. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to stop by our store anytime. We're open 9 to 3, Monday through Friday. We love you guys. We're here to help you out. Feel free to stop in anytime. Anyway, we'll catch you guys on the next quick tutorial.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam just before sundown. Beautiful view of Mount Charleston, not a cloud in the sky in that direction. Beautiful temperatures too, but they are on the decline. A closer look at weather after the break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Desert View Hospital. We're here when you need us, providing compassionate and friendly care to our neighbors since 2006. DesertViewHospital.com.
Good evening, Nevada. My name is Rory Rosell, coming to you from the Channel 25 Weather Studios. And let's take a look at Nevada. In northern Nevada, Fernley is at 52 degrees, Fallon is at 51, Carson City at 54, Tonopah at 47 degrees, Goldfield at 48, Beatty at 62 degrees, Amargosa at 65, Las Vegas at 61, and Death Valley is the only one in 70s at 74 degrees. But here in the paradise of Pahrump, it is currently 56 degrees. The high today just a little while ago was 62 degrees. The wind was blowing north at 4 miles per hour, humidity 10%, and the sun rose this morning at 6:13 and is going to set tonight at 4:41 p.m. The humidity tonight is going to be 15%, wind blowing east at 5 miles per hour, and the low tonight is going to be 34 degrees. With clear skies, let's take a look at the rest of the week. It looks like throughout this week we are going to be staying in the 70s, though tomorrow we are going to be staying in the 60s. There is going to be a little bit of humidity, though the wind is staying pretty low at 5 miles per hour on most days, and the high is going to be 11 miles per hour on Monday and Tuesday. Thankfully, we can say that the wind is staying away because that's what makes the cold even colder. Back to the desk, here's Unette.
Thanks so much, Rory. And as she said, bundle up. Overnight, those temperatures are dipping down in the low 30s as well. All right, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.